The thing I find really fascinating is this idea of when the world is ending, technology is stopping, and everyone's having to almost start to connect with each other again.
Yeah.
If it was happening in real life, would you be okay with disconnecting from all this technology that everyone's obsessed with?
Well, that was the part in the film, when I was reading it, that I was really struck by. It really hit me in my gut. There's a moment when my character throws away his phone and just walks away, and I remember reading that, and I actually had to pause afterwards because we're so connected, aren't we, to this technology, and in its own way that felt like the stars going out, that it was like where would I be mentally to be able to really just walk away from the technology, and how trapped or engaged, maybe trapped is the wrong word because it has so many benefits, but how engaged are we with this?
How do we get like that when we start to think about this is like really short life. We need to enjoy it every day, not wait till somebody says, excuse me, you haven't got much time left.
I know, it's really interesting because I feel like the film really resonated with me in that none of us know the day or the date of the end of our lives. Now, if that sounds morbid, it's really just like we actually live with that uncertainty every day, but perhaps not as conscious of it as we might be. And it can probably inspire a lot of anxiety because it's this alarm clock that's going to go off and you don't know when. But I think actually, I felt as I've got older, you just become aware, like, this is it. This is not a dress rehearsal. My life is real, and really, it's yours to. My life is mine to explore, and your life is yours to explore, and. Curiosity is actually an energy source that can kind of propel you through life, and to follow your curiosity, follow your heart. And I don't mean to sound sentimental or pretentious, but it really is what the film is about. Is all we have is now, all we have is each other.
What bit of joy do you make sure every single day you have somewhere in your day to just keep you happy?
Well, it's not really that I have a thing that I go to that is joyful exactly. It's just that I try to make sure that I remind myself that I have gratitude. Just somewhere in me and somewhere in my day that I feel grateful for all of the amazing things. And I think this film, speaks to that as well. It's about, it is about all of the kind of beauty and the wonder and the kind of miracle and all of those things that are warm, but it's also about trying to find that piece of gratitude for the things that you have.
I hope the film, I think it does. I think the film acknowledges that life can be hard, and that on the path of life we encounter loss and grief and pain and struggle, and we also encounter joy, and that the joy we carry in our hearts is the love we shared with the people who raised us.
I was watching the live stream. I'm waiting for your chair. I'm like, Russo brothers, where is his chair? No, like everybody was like, where's his chair? And then they say there's going to be more names announced. Does that mean you've got a chair?
We'll see.
Do you like a chair?
Well, of course. Who wouldn't like a chair?
Chiwetel just said to me he doesn't have a chair. I was so upset you didn't get a chair. Tom, can you help him get a chair? And
I'm sure I can. I mean, I'll try.
I'll take a chair now.
Take Tom's chair. I saw the lovely Letitia Wright literally a few days ago, and she's been training. She's filmed her bit in Avengers. She said, I've got a bigger part.
Unlike Letitia, I'm yet to it's yet to be my turn. So maybe I'll put in a word with the powers that be when I turn up there.
I need you in it.
Great.
Yeah.
So you're going to train hard. She was in the gym. She said hard.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I feel like if you have the privilege of being in that team, that's part of the requirement, part of the service.